guys, so today we've been called out to a Baxi duotec. This was displaying an E125 fault. It's not doing it at the minute, that's a thermistor reading. This was displaying an E125 fault, which is a circulation problem. So circulation problem, we'd be looking at pressure. Is there any pressure in the system? What's the water quality like? Does it do it on heating? Does it do it on hot water? Is the pump running? So let's just put a demand on for hot water, see what happens. So we have demand for hot water. It's now fired. Well, as we can see, temperature is increasing quite dramatically. Very quick, that's going to go to overheat mode. There we go, boiler shut down, it's overheated. So we're going to do some tests on this. From my experience, I generally find that's a plate heat exchanger on this boiler as opposed to a pump problem. These are quite reliable boilers, I find. It's usually down to water quality, so we'll do some investigating and get back to you. Right, as you can see, we've got an issue with the diverter valve. That's been leaking through there. We also have an issue with the auto air vent. This is usually down to poor water quality. We're going to increase the expansion and recharge that. We found the expansion is flat, so we'll do this before we drain down, before we remove any parts from the boiler. This will just make sure there's no excess water in there, just dripping on the floor and causing air leaks. So we've got a drain point open. We open that before we start increasing the pressure. So we've recharged the expansion vessel, we've replaced the diverter valve cartridge, we've removed the plate heat exchanger, and as you can see, it is completely blocked inside. So we'll see what little bits we get out of there. That's block solid. Right, so we have replaced the diverter valve cartridge, we've replaced the plate heat exchanger, we've replaced the auto air vent, we've recharged the expansion vessel, and we've refilled the system to approximately 1 bar water pressure. Prior to taking the components out, we checked the pump function and voltage. We also checked the diverter valve function and voltage. So let's turn this on for the first time, and we'll see what happens when we run the hot water this time. There we go, much more stable, not rising up into the 80s and the 90s. So that's a good sign you're getting good heat transfer from your plate heat exchanger and the circulation is okay. Right, so we're just carrying out our 26.9 fluid performance checks. As you can see, analyzer and flue sample point. We've got the fan running on flat out. So as you can see, the fan's running at its fastest setting. So in this particular mode, we should be looking for about 8.7 plus or minus 0.2. To adjust these, you will need a 2.5mm Allen key and a 4mm Allen key. And as you can see, my high is slightly, just a little bit low, so we need that a bit of minor adjustment. We're now going to check the low CO2 setting. So while it's still in service mode, reduce the boiler potentiometer down, just slow the fan down. We're now looking for 8.4 plus or minus 0.2. Turn this anti-clockwise to decrease. And with slight movements, because these gas valves are very sensitive and you can create yourself a problem trying to get this set up if you overturn or over adjust. Now carrying out a flue integrity test. So we've got the flue sample point in the air side of the flue, and we're checking the oxygen level, O2 level coming in. So we're looking for above 20.5, which is that reading there. So that's indicating to me that this boiler is bringing in fresh air for combustion, which is what it is.